And now our V3 Fights middleweight division championship. Here comes the man who currently holds the belt with that belt in tow. It's Kendon Smallwood from Jonesboro, Arkansas, and fighting for the LC, coached and cornered by Trevor Anderson and Tommy Walker. This will be his first title defense as he goes up against James Conway. He defeated Lorenzo Nathan for the title by unanimous decision. He also is the AA Productions middleweight champion in Arkansas. Kendon Smallwood, 7 wins, 2 losses, a 5'10", 185-pound fighter. His style is, well, freestyle, and he's 23 years of age. We just had Scotty Stober from the LC taking away the belt from Dakota McPherson. Now Smallwood from the LC is hoping to keep the belt against James Conway.
Kendon had a really tough fight with former champion Steven Birdsong. He felt he did enough to win. He came out in November, took out Lorenzo Nathan, who was actually making his debut at 185. He was a previous light heavyweight. Kendon's a tough dude. He's got a lot of games, and you saw his training partner, Scotty Stober, just take a belt. So does the LC wind up with 2 belts at the end of the night.
Now there he is, Kendon Smallwood. 185 pounds. That dude is in terrific shape and ready to rock and roll. Clint Kolosinski, your referee, with a few words for Kendon Smallwood. And now James Conway will make his way through this great crowd here at Minglewood Hall. Once again, it's a fighter from the Warriors Den in Dixon, Tennessee. They have been quite active tonight. They'll be coached and cornered by Jose Rodriguez and Jason Blackford. Conway 6'2", 5'10", 186 pounds, so the height the same, the weight pretty much the same. They're both freestyle fighters. The tail of the tape's almost exactly the same, with the exception one guy's from Arkansas and one guy's from Tennessee.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, James Conway's a tough guy. We've seen him in our cage beat people up. He's on a 6-fight win streak. You hear the fans. They are crazy for him. This is going to be an exciting fight.
As we look at the tail of the tape once again, Smallwood 7-2, Conway 6-2. Everything else, right, just about even. But you got the Jonesboro, Arkansas native and the Dixon, Tennessee native. So who wants it more? Really the only difference, and you don't need the tail of the tape to tell us, Smallwood has the title, he has the belt. Conway wants to take it away.
Absolutely.
Crystal Morrow points the way for Conway, who now enters the V3 Fights cage. And once again, another, or what should be another terrific fight here for our V3 Legion. Watching on V3Fights.com. The challenger, James Conway, the champion, Kendon Smallwood, the V3 Fights Middleweight Division Championship. Let's get the introduction of the two with Michael Kelly.
V3 Legion, this championship bout is brought to you by Cloud9 and is set for 3 3-minute rounds for the V3 Middleweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of the red corner. He wears the black trunks with the white trim. At 5 feet 10 inches, he weighed in at 185.7 pounds. A freestyle fighter with an MMA record, 6 wins and just 2 losses. Representing Warriors Den and fighting out of Dixon, Tennessee, James Conway. And across the cage, the champion, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the yellow trunks with the black trim. At 5 feet 10 inches, he weighed in at 184.5 pounds. A freestyle fighter with an MMA record, 7 wins, just 2 losses. Representing the LC and fighting out of Jonesboro, Arkansas, he is the reigning V3 middleweight champion, Kendon Smallwood.
And final words of instruction from our referee, Clint Kolosinski, as they'll gather the two to the center of the cage.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules in the back. Do I have any questions from the red corner? Any from the blue corner? Protect yourselves at all times. Follow my instructions.
All right, Jason.
V3 Legion, this one's for the belt.
What do you
Let me
expect?
hear you make some noise.
Conway is a grinder. Kendon likes to pace himself and slowly take advantage of positions, and I don't know if he can do that against Conway.
Round one. Here we go for the V3 Fights Middleweight Division Championship. Smallwood has the belt. Conway trying to take it away. Scheduled for three 3-minute rounds. Conway with a big smile for Smallwood.
See Smallwood pulling his head back as he throws in a jab.
Oh, lead left by Conway that connected.
Conway's definitely going to go to pace that Smallwood's not used to.
Well, another Conway connection. That time Smallwood's able to back out of the way.
Nice kick to the solar plexus.
That time Smallwood blocked both the punches. Oh, good lead left by Smallwood. Conway comes right back with the right. Now the two in a clinch.
Smallwood looking for a takedown here.
Knee from Smallwood. Another knee from Smallwood. Now a takedown.
Nice head throw takedown by Conway. And this is a very, very, very dangerous position to be in. If he gets his arm trapped, that's going to leave his face open for punches.
Smallwood able to slip out of the way. Takes a couple of shots while getting up. There's a nice knee. There's a good lead left by Conway in the second one. He misses. Good action here early in this fight.
Conway kind of throwing some wild blows.
Which is interesting because you talked about Smallwood being very deliberate, a little patient. When you have an Energizer Bunny you're going up against, it maybe revs you up where you don't want to be revved up.
Correct. This is a pace that he hasn't seen in the V3 cage before.
Wild kick by Conway off the mark.
Smallwood
just backed out.
Shows the athleticism of Conway.
Well, he's actually had some great leverage on some of those kicks. Right there, though, he walked into a left from Kendon Smallwood.
And he throws a combo himself coming in. He's not scared to eat some leather to throw some in return.
No, he's game tonight. No question about it. He wants the belt. Wild left, overhand left, it's off the mark. Good job there defensively by Smallwood. He blocked just about everything, and then he didn't block that left, though. That left hook got in there.
But Smallwood came through with one himself.
But what I like is the volume of punches that Conway's throwing. Final 10 seconds here of the first round. Oh, good kick by Smallwood, and that'll do it. That's a good way to finish for Smallwood. He was able to avoid the combination of the left and right from Conway, and then he got the kick in at the end. But that was a fun first round. And Conway was certainly the aggressor, but both had their moments.
They did. It was a close round. We see the leg kicks from Kendon, but you're going to probably see here Conway, he comes in, he throws 3 or 4. He just doesn't care. He'll put his chin down to throw some punches. He'll eat one as long as he can throw a few back. He had that nice takedown, the head throw takedown earlier. You know, that could be the difference there. That takedown, that might be the difference in the round. And he followed it up with a lot of punches. Conway does not take time off during a round.
We don't have the ability to keep a punch count or a kick count, but my gosh, he threw probably up until this point tonight, out of all the fights we've seen, the most punches and kicks thrown in a round was that round by Conway.
No doubt.
Judges, by the way, if it goes to the scorecards, Jason Polly, Jeff Mullen, Scotty Swanger. The timekeeper is Mike Kane. Round 2 Here we go on V3 Fights, the V3 Fights Middleweight Division Championship.
Kendon trying to keep him at bay with that jab. Oh, wow. Two really nice punches by Conway.
Good left there by Smallwood.
Looked like Smallwood might have dropped a little bit there.
Conway's also a little bit elusive. He's quick with these punches. Good combination there as he backs Smallwood to the side of the cage.
He's starting to land some effective strikes.
And a
Gets a
takedown.
takedown here.
Is it me or those punches are, I mean, they're quick. He's got quick hands.
And they're coming 3, 4, 5 at a time. He doesn't throw one and back up like we've seen tonight. He's throwing 3 or 4. He leaves himself a little exposed, but it's been working for him.
All right, now let's talk about strategy here with your Smallwood right now. What are you thinking?
Well, Smallwood, I want to get off my back here. I want to keep that leg trap, hopefully get him into a full guard, keep his posture down so he can't rain down blows, and possibly look for a submission off my back, which is difficult to do while you're against the cage, but he's in his corner.
Now both back to their feet, and we got a time call by Clint Kolosinski.
Just mouthpiece,
the mouthpiece of Smallwood came out. Now they're back, ready to go.
It's, you know, the losing of a mouthpiece is a sign usually of being exhausted. The fighters will spit it out because they feel like they can't breathe. Looks like Smallwood's got a busted bottom lip. Looks like Conway's just going in there having fun.
He's letting it all hang out, no question about it, trying to take away the belt from Kendon Smallwood.
It's kind of reminded me of the Penn State wrestlers in the NCAA Division I finals last week. 5 in the finals, 5 champions. Their coach said go in there and have fun. And it looks like that's what Conway's doing.
Well, he connected right there with the left, now an uppercut. Smallwood
that was a
tries
knee
to
to
fight
the face.
back.
That was an illegal knee to the face.
There's a lead left by James Conway.
He's going to look for that head throw again, but Kendon's able to slip out. He wants to get out of this position quickly. He rolls over to his back.
Side mount now by Smallwood with 30 seconds to go in the second round.
Smallwood wants to try to, he's looking for a Kimura here.
Some elbows right there from Smallwood. Conway with a big support. Large contingent from Dixon here rooting him on. You can hear the cheers in the background for Conway. Final seconds of round number 2. And that'll do it for the second round, and another strong round for Conway. Hey, I didn't get a chance to ask you because you were interviewing Scotty Stober, but we were both wrong on that one. So, you know, who knows what they're seeing here in this fight?
You know, it was a split decision, so one judge saw it one way. I definitely think it came down to that second round.
Well, what do you see so far in your unofficial scorecard?
You know, here we see the replay where Conway, look, he dropped him there, followed up with another right, and he, look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then he drops down and gets a takedown. So I think that was a pretty convincing round for James Conway.
Is that anywhere near a 10-8?
I wouldn't call it a 10-8. No real severe damage done. Plus Kendon, he was fighting back. The fight wasn't close to getting stopped. You saw an illegal knee there. Conway even says, hey, you got me on my nose. That's an illegal knee in the state of Tennessee for amateurs.
Well, it's one that slipped by Clint, but they don't normally slip by him. Well, again, the judges are Jason Polly, Jeff Mullen, and Scotty Swanger. To me, right now, this belt's changing unless Smallwood does something. But again, I was wrong, as you were, on Dakota McPherson. To me, you got to really beat the champion. Right now, Conway, I think, is beating the champion. I don't know if Stober really beat the champion, but they gave him the belt. Here we go, round 3. For all the marbles, the V3 Fights Middleweight Division Championship. Both are in pretty good shape, especially Smallwood. I don't think that's going to be an issue here in the third round. Now Smallwood trying to be a little more aggressive here, unable to reach his target. There's a kick from Smallwood. Conway a wild right off the mark.
Kendon just trying to hold on. He's not used to this pace. Conway is just absolutely bringing it. He's a grinder. Let's see if he can score a takedown here. He changed over to a single leg.
Well, Conway's got his...
Kendon had a
big slam there
face
by Smallwood. He got his chin down was what I was trying to get to, that there was no way that choke was going in, but good start to the round.
Conway's definitely in a good position here. Kendon's really fighting to get off his back. I think he knows that this is not the position
now in half guard
he can be in to win this fight.
No, and you have Conway now raining down some shots to the ribs.
Right there,
Oh, the big right there. Oh, and he hit Smallwood with a left, and he got up and hit him again with a left.
Smallwood is just, oh, that's another knee to the face.
Smallwood now connects with the right. Under a minute to go. Conway, oh, good job defending himself, and then he came out swinging. How much juice does he have left?
Less than a minute left. Conway goes for a takedown.
Couple of shots by Smallwood now.
You can see by the punches Smallwood's throwing, he doesn't have a lot left. I think Conway's content with going down here and with the idea that he's winning the round and the fight.
You never want to leave it to the judges, but
never a smart decision. But
no, but I think you're right. I think that's what he's doing. Side control now. Boy, Smallwood trying to get that leg across and somehow get full mount here in the final seconds, but time is not on his side if indeed he's trailing, and we don't know. Final 10 seconds of this one. Will the belt change hands? Will Smallwood retain it? Will Conway take it away? Nice reversal there, and he went for the rear naked there at the last second. Time runs out. Wow. Smallwood and Conway put on a show in this V3 Fights middleweight division championship. I don't know if the champ did enough to hold on to his belt. Conway, really the aggressor for the most part in this fight. He certainly landed the most blows. We'll see. The LC had a big win tonight with Scotty Stunna Stover, taking away the heavyweight division championship from Dakota Fearless McPherson. But now they may get one back here if Smallwood doesn't get this decision versus James Conway. Don't forget, we go to the pro division. Coming up, 2 more fights this evening, our co-main event and our main event of the evening. A pro lightweight division battle, which should be a dandy, and then our V3 Fights pro light heavyweight division championship. Adrian Miles and Teddy Holder will go at it for the first ever V3 Fights pro light heavyweight belt. Still waiting for the cards. And the cards are in. Glenn Kolosinski has the 2 fighters at the center of the cage. Here's Michael Kelly with the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for both of these warriors. What a fight. After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard for the decision. The judges scoring this one for your winner by split decision. And still V3 middleweight champion, Kendon Smallwood.
Well, I've been wrong on both these championship fights. I really thought James Conway took it to him and should be wearing the belt, but he is a great champion, Kendon Smallwood. You got to give it up to him as he defends his title, his first defense. Here's a few words with our winner.
And still champion. How'd that fight feel? This was a pace. I think we're all tired after watching it. How do you feel after this win?
I'm all right. I mean, he can hit really hard. I'll give him that. He's a tough competitor. I just want to get stronger, faster, more agile, and do what the good Lord gives me an opportunity to do.
You're starting to win a lot of fights. It's hard to find you tough opponents. What's next for you?
Me and my coach talked about going pro. That may be a thing. I don't know. We'll see. But I just want to keep training hard, get better, do my cardio a heck of a lot better, stay focused, keep grinding.
Well, here you go, and still champion from the LC, Kendon Smallwood.